See,
No, you're good.
let me see.
I was just doing some math earlier because Falconer texted me how much money is in the accounts.
Yeah.
And do you know what Charles is spending money on?
That's exactly what we're kind of looking into. So every grant, every expenditure, we're sort of analyzing. But you know, some of the details of which I can't fully disclose.
No, of course not. Of course not. But yeah,
were you
like even with my basic math?
Yeah.
Disregarding any funds that have come in that have also left again. In 3 weeks, he's given out at least $100 million. Not to you guys. That's aside from your $100 million for your budget.
Yeah.
It's just a scary amount of money.
Yep.
We've probably
Trust me, we're
out,
very,
like,
very aware.
500K.
So
to
to provide some context,
I trusted you would be, but yeah.
Yeah. So to provide you guys with some context, the moment I want to say after the leading up to the auctions that took place, those auction numbers were very staggering. Yeah. And there was...
Wait, what auction?
The houses.
Yeah, the housing auctions.
Oh,
yeah.
sorry.
Yeah, like the Bruce Baylor one.
Sorry, I just went dumb.
No, you're good. So we already sort of wanted to get in this space, but I think the auctions and the public outcry had us like, you know, start asking questions and, you know, one interrogation to another. We gained access to a number of financial details of which we're now sort of combing through. So Bruce is the first. And quite frankly, if anyone's been illicitly utilizing money, we are more than likely going to be knocking on their door. Because fundamentally it's like this, right? The mayor's office, while they are able to provide grants, it still requires some level of scrutiny and oversight.
100%.
And absent of that,
but
enters...
who's doing that, though? Like, nobody's been providing that oversight in the past few months.
Yep.
It's shameful.
Now,
like, that nobody's been saying, like, well, you can't really do that. Slaps on wrist.
If you want my honesty, it's because most people are baby back. And
what does that mean?
Well,
they don't have backbone.
Yes, exactly. And I don't mean necessarily the mayor, but even, you know, people don't want consequences, right? They don't want to go to jail. They don't want to be fined.
No expenses for their businesses.
Yeah, like even bringing someone into an interrogation room for questions for alleged offenses can be deemed as like the worst thing in the world, right? That's just kind of culturally where things are. And so I don't want to say that the past mayor, this mayor, or any future actions are like there isn't a level of responsibility, but there is some level of like understanding that my office is taking. So with that having been said, we are working with, you know, we plan to work on with both you and Charles when it comes to findings that we have and provide the ample, not just evidence, but, you know, information to make the informed decisions, if that makes sense. I wouldn't like just transparently, I'm not going to go and start hitting Charles on the head with it, because if it ain't him, it's going to be that next person. So rather,
especially if what we said comes true.
Exactly. Yeah. And I think the key is I can understand it would be very difficult to have a something like Aegis, right? A lot of those people simply don't exist anymore.
What is that?
I do. I'm here.
You do, but like, you know, a lot of like accountants and shit, I think most of them have been murdered over the last 15 years. You know, and
murder accountants, that's crazy.
The only accountant that survived is Liam Law.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Well, he's a criminal now.
Aegis was the boogeyman that everybody was scared of when it was not really doing anything to hurt anybody, but everybody got really scared by reading a very smart man's words. And it was supposed to be oversight over businesses. All it would do is employ civilians that would work with the PD and check businesses to see if they were operating at a good faith standard. And,
yes.
It was actually really great, but man, people were, the DOJ was so
it was
scared
insane. It was absolutely insane.
It was doing nothing. It was literally just existing.
Well,
it was minding its own business, and it was so rent-free in people's heads. And it was actually, if there was ages from the beginning, none of this would have happened, because it actually have held people accountable.
I wholeheartedly agree. And notwithstanding, that is kind of my end goal. I don't expect to reach it by any means, because we're working backwards. We have to.
It's hard. The damage is already done, right?
It is, but I don't. There's like two ways that when it came down to making a decision, there was like two choices, right? One is accept, right, and just say maybe one day the entire world will collapse and we can try again.
Yeah.
But I particularly don't want that approach, because I don't expect to leave this position anytime soon. And that's not to say like I won't be removed, but I don't like to plan that I will be removed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
I get that.
I am trying to build up a team that can learn the legal ins and outs of the financial space, how to handle those things, how to assess those things, but also how to handle individuals that are suspect of it. And I'll give you an example, right? If you go rob a bank, every generic cop down at LSPD mostly knows what to do. Why? Because they're following a formula, right? Like, they put their vehicles in a spot. They do this. They follow the blueprint. And 80% of the time, that's hard to mess up. But something like financial crime, it's a completely new, space. Someone like, as clean of a record as you guys may, have to get pulled into interrogation. I need to make sure that they know how to handle that so that they're not treating them like shit. But at the same time, we're able to investigate those particular things. The end goal being, who knows? Maybe one day some of these business buildings that got like fucking crack houses in them no longer can operate that way. Like,
there's crack houses and business buildings?
What?
I have raided, and I'm being genuine. I'm going to pat myself on the back here. I've kicked in a lot of drug houses. Like, I don't know why. No. I came back like 4 months ago, and the first month I kicked in the Cypress warehouses. I kicked in some ones in Mirror Park, and each one had like fucking drug farms in them.
Jesus
Christ. My God.
I don't, based on quite simply the raids I have done, more than 50% were drug houses. Yeah, that shit ain't got no businesses. No, it's just, I mean, think about it. There's no way, as it currently stands, and then just look at what Bruce, the Bruce raid, right? Like I won't go into the details, even though it's like public record, but there's a lot of shit in each one of those, right? Like,
really?
Sure, there might be a decent business here or there, but ain't nobody buying an $8 million like business front for flowers, or like candy bars. No.
Hey, I have a flower business. Are you trying to imply something?
Well, I'm saying that you probably can't get a building because of it.
No, I can't.
That's what I'm getting at, right? And that's a mayoral issue, and that's a state problem, right? Why are there no civilians? Well, where the fuck are they going to work other than senior buns?
Yeah.
So,
it's been an issue trying to think of ways to like legislate it without, quote unquote, taking away their constitutional right to own property is what people keep bringing it up.
You have the right to own property, but you don't it doesn't necessitate you. Public also has the right to safety, and if you are, so we're only just getting started, and that includes needing to bring recommendations for legislative change y'all's way.
Yes, please.
And that is a part of the, like, I'm not looking to throw everyone in jail or hyper penalizing them except for Bruce, because shit's fucking insane. But rather working with y'all and even these people that may be, let's say, out of compliance and trying to correct, right? Because I think that's a healthier approach. But,
so
who's to say that, you know, businesses shouldn't have like, you know, like let's take your restaurant for example, right? If you had an entire, like, I don't know, like drug farm underneath, at least your business is running. Motherfuckers ain't even doing that. Like, where are the records? Where are their transactions? Where's the proof that they're doing business?
I have a sales log of all my moonshine.
There you go. Yeah. Like, that should be the bare minimum, right?
Mm-hmm.
And if
there's one person that came to us recently asking us to give them a business grant at $2,750,000 for the decorations, like one,
that's
like, and
so
then the rest
insane.
of it was for like PC parts for Buttcoin.
That is so insane.
And I straight up told them no. I said decorations, sure, but no. You need expenses. That's how businesses work. There is expenses.
No one seems to understand that part.
My issue is coming into office now, right? Is just the lack of paperwork from all the mayoral terms. It's like, so for example, like all these
maybe not
grants
all
are
of
being
them,
given out. Yeah, okay, well,
for the north at least. For the north at least.
Well, for the north at least, but like there's no communication. There's no communication between the north and the south of giving out grants. So for example, now Charles can give out a fuck ton of grants, and he doesn't talk to Dawn about them. There's no paperwork on them except in a FOIA from the state account, and then that person can come to Dawn and ask the exact same amount, and there's just no paperwork. So my idea is to legislate, do paperwork where it's accessible by everybody.
I believe it is. So Danger has provided us with information. Yeah. I think it goes back to.
Where is it?
Oh, how is it? That's a separate thing, but I do agree with that aspect of it. Like, it should be easily accessible. Is I think what
the one that doesn't have access to it.
Because there's some people who have buildings up north and down south and are using that argument to try and get money from both at the moment.
I might be misunderstanding. There is record of all the grants and their business proposals and their breakdowns. But is that what you guys are referencing?
Yes, I think.
What is that?
Yeah, where's the record of that?
I think that's something you either got a FOIA through Los Santos County or, you know, he gives it, you know, as that's been open for a while. I think it's on their website, ?
Okay, but again,
down with websites.
Why isn't it? We don't have access to the Blaine County website. Like, we don't have access to any of the terms before us, paperwork at all.
That
why isn't everything
I can't
just
speak to.
Why isn't everything in the MDT?
You know, because
it would
previous
be
BCSO mayors didn't
accessible
want to, do it.
to the PD and the marshals.
True.
Like we've like one thing that we gave access to Ruth and Jessica was
no, I think it was Ruth and Aldo.
Oh yeah, Ruth and Aldo. We gave access to the existing businesses in San Andreas and pending. Did we do both?
Well, I just think
they're realizing what Nino was used to be so pissed about.
Yeah. Have you seen it, Brian? What I've been working on?
No, I haven't actually. I've been so overwhelmed, transparently. I've outside of what's in front of me, it's been hard to kind of.
So I've been transcribing all of the information on the business app that the mayor's office has access to, and I've been putting it in an MDT document.
That I like. I actually like that a lot.
So it's
that
just
you guys can see it.
All the account numbers are there. When they were approved, what the business
Though
is.
to be fair, chat, the thing is the counties are allowed to do what the counties want to do. You can't really force another county to do something.
The issue is that a bunch of these don't operate out of those locations anymore. So does that still make them valid for a business license if they're not in that location anymore?
Yeah, that is correct. So some of these questions, just be kind of forward about it, are sort of more for maybe a past mayor, right? I can't really speak to too much outside of like what I've either personally seen or been made aware of. That includes some of the actions of the senator. So, but with that being said, what I do understand is that every county has the latitude to sort of put into place whatever is that they want, right? So there are going to be times where, Danger may want to do something differently, spend some of his energy somewhere else. Now, I won't say that one is better than the other. There probably is, right? Like, I like what you're proposing, but it's also not something that I would be able to, let's say, force Danger to do. However, I can hold, that law enforcement can hold and the public can hold the mayors accountable if they're not doing what's needed to have oversight over what their actions are, right? Like, if Danger truly, let's say, was hypothetically giving away hundreds of millions of dollars, those grants were not accounted for, that there was evidence that they were being used for things that they weren't allocated for, or too much money was given for something that doesn't have any public value. Like, even, for example, someone goes and does a $2 million event, right? Let's use a smaller number. And that $2 million consists of two people showing up somewhere and one of their friends winning. That's equally gross negligence, right? Or any of the, other things. I'm trying to speak in generalities here, right? Just because of my position, I don't want to, elicit any accusations without merit. But
we're trying to do our best to with the paperwork we have and making it more open to you guys in law enforcement. So hopefully it helps too going forward.
Absolutely.
But in general, is there? Sorry, we kind of took over the start of the conversation, and
Perfectly
you said
fine.
you needed to update us. On
No,
something.
listen, feel free. It's been a couple days since we've talked, so if you have concerns or questions, like, I'm more than, happy to answer, or,
Well, in general, Charles's competence, but that's just that doesn't have to do with you. I think. Just Charles.
I mean, I do have like a serious question. Like, with all the misuse of grants and things, like, you guys are going after the people who like receive the grants and stuff, but why isn't the problem from the top just being taken care of? Like, the people who are giving out the money, negligently. Like, why isn't that
like
being
Danger?
looked at?
Well,
Yes.
Well,
previous
keep
mayors.
in mind that I cannot disclose to y'all what we are actively looking at, right? Or even necessarily hint at it. But what I can tell you is that anytime law enforcement, what you're asking is something that gets brought up quite a bit, right? Depending on scenario. When law enforcement have to go and investigate something, where we begin is usually a function of where the evidence leads us to. And only after we have established guilt can we then spread the investigation further. So hypothetically, you could go after someone who is, say, Baylor's boss, or maybe hypothetically Danger. However, it depends how complicit they are. But it also would be fruitless unless there was evidence of wrongdoing, right? Does that make sense? Like, anyone can impeach Danger if they feel something is going wrong, but you can't really do that without showing guilt. Otherwise, you're not going to track anywhere, right? It would just be accusations that are unfounded, right? You go to court and be like, oh, he gave $100 million. And it's like, okay, well, how is that gross negligence? Well, he gave it to all these people, and it was the same people. It's going to be like, well, okay. However, if it shows that, so, for example, Bruce Baylor gets found guilty, and then we find that the next thing, that we're looking at also is showing a similar pattern. And let's say Danger's not doing anything about it and intentionally not allowing us to, like, deep dive the receipts. Well, now that becomes impeachable, right? Does that kind of make sense?
Yeah. I have a feeling of what's going to happen with him, though, based on what's happening in the background of his cabinet. The Remedy Creed was expunged of her hag charges. He's gonna step down in a week or two, saying that the work is too much for him and that he's overwhelmed, even though he's not allowing anybody to help him in any sort of way. His cabinet is woefully unprepared and uninformed by him. They barely tell him the time of he barely tells them the time of meetings. And there's gonna be, since the secession is currently only a vote within cabinet members, not the public, it'll probably go to Remedy Green.
Wait, you're saying, I think you had brought this up before. You're saying like him stepping down and then them voting in?
Yes. Currently, it was the thing where Charles came to us very upset the other day, saying that people have been spouting rumors about him, specifically the one about Remedy, I'm assuming, but he wouldn't say it straightforward.
Hey,
and
Brian likes danger.
Not really bringing anything to the table legislative-wise or collaborative-wise, besides just complaining that he's so busy without showing any work for it. In our ratings, at least, and says he's overwhelmed, and then we provide him with solutions, and then he doesn't want any of them. So I fully expect him to be quote-unquote overwhelmed, and then hand it down to whoever is next.
Interesting. Yeah, I did attend. You know, we are monitoring the situation. I mean, it would be his legal right, rather transparently, to step down at this stage, since Remedy has a clean record as of last night.
Yeah.
I don't actually know
Remedy
Remedy
more competent
too well.
than him, maybe.
Yeah.
That's what I'm hoping for.
But you know,
Yeah, but we're trying to change the part of that bill has succession in it, but we're trying to change that because that part is very unconstitutional. I don't know how it passed in the first place, because it takes away the people's right to vote.
Yeah.
I honestly don't know how it passed in the first place.
Yeah. Some of this, yeah. Man, I'm glad I never got into politics hearing all this, you know? It seems like a lot of work.
Yeah. And,
I think it's a lot of work if you actually give a shit.
Yeah,
I would
that's fair.
If
there
we
have
had
been
millions,
mayors in the past
if we had
who have
millions
given
to
a
give
shit,
out, if we had millions to give out, it would be easy for us too. You know, everybody would like us and love us if we just had millions and millions and millions to just give out to everybody who asks. But you know,
yeah,
we simply don't have that,
and we actually care where the money goes.
I'm trying not to give too much of a political opinion.
Going by the law of the legislation. But, yeah. Oh, I remembered something else. I got a call. Okay, I'm so sorry. I keep just bringing up random
No, please.
things.
No, you should. Because, like, I think that's kind of what this meeting's about anyways, so.
True. I may have another suspicious person with a ton of places that they own. I got a call from somebody. They're having a business proposal in soon, and they originally had access to a place in Harmony. And I said, oh, that's fantastic. She called me a few days later saying, hey, they don't want to give any of my employees access to the building. Actually, just me.
Wait,
seemed a bit suspicious.
What?
Yeah, so basically they would be using a building that somebody else owns, but the person doesn't want to give them their employees access.
Say that again. Sorry, so there's a building, it's owned by person A, and he's only letting person B use it?
Yeah, and none of person B's employees, which is weird. So I asked, like, what else is the building used for? And she's like, well, there's my side of the building, and then there's another side that used for plushies, but then there's this back room that is kind of like a bar of sorts.
Could you discreetly let me know what the property is?
It's Helios's new building that he bought for $12 million.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah. The thing that tipped me off a little bit that it could be suspicious is that he wouldn't give. I told her to talk about it with him further. Be like, listen, I can't run my business as a mechanic without my employees having access to the things that they need to repair the cars, like And so, but he just, I don't know if he's scared after the Bruce Baylor stuff or if there's something else going there, but it screams suspicious a little. Especially, he has 7 properties? Yeah. I don't know. I just wanted to maybe bring that to attention.
I will definitely make note, like I said, Bruce is the one that is probably most known because of the docket posting, but we are
I think he was the
very
most public what he was doing.
Yes.
I think there's a lot of background people who are just like in the shadows.
Yeah.
Who are not as public of what they're doing with their money and stuff like that.
I can say that the
7 properties. Holy fuck. How many cars
SASM is actively investigating, reviewing all financial records with multiple, individuals that are on our radar.
But yeah,
I always said no to money. Holy shit.
Yeah.
But that screamed suspicious. If you're renting out or But the crazy part is, I'm like, how much are you renting out the business for? And she said, oh, well, he would have just let me be there for free. But he bought that building for $12 million. How the fuck is he making any money?
Wasn't that the building that Junior bought?
Yeah, but then they didn't pay rent on.
And then it got seized?
Yeah.
I am of the opinion that every property is zoned right now. Every single one. Residential, industrial, commercial. And it is well within the power of the, counties to demand that those zoning restrictions as they define it is followed. And, I'm just kind of reading off this little thing that was left behind. I'd asked the senator some questions of just, I was just curious. Kind of looked at, and, it's well within the right for any citizen in San Andreas to push forward a referendum as per the Constitution. So,
doesn't Los Santos County expect 10% business tax? Nino Chavez wrote that in with the business legislation.
I don't want to go too deep further into these sort of conversations, only because I'm afraid I myself may say something I shouldn't. Because we are, I will say that we are very, very deep into the nitty gritty of all of this. And I'm being extra cautious because
I'm sure you guys are doing a great job.
Yeah, I would say there is, as is noted on the docket, as subpoenas began to go out, and we kept it very close. All of a sudden, as you'll find on the docket, contracts started manifesting themselves within the hour.
Really?
And purchases seeming to be cover-ups just popped out of nowhere. Ooh. It's all on the docket. That's the only reason I'm talking about it. So I am just being, this isn't inferring any kind of weird shit, just to be clear, but there's a lot of people that have access to seeing what subpoenas are popping out. So there's a lot of other factors that we need to look into. People that should not be looking at reports are looking at them, we suspect. They may be letting their friends who are criminals know about it, right? And this is something that does happen. Like, we might be raiding.
Just scream Gates. She just yells about shit and then gloats about how her son is in a gang and she can become a gang member tomorrow if she wanted to and shoot people.
I will say that Gates is someone that a lot of people will point fingers at, and this is not to say she's completely innocent, but from my own observation and whatnot, I strongly believe that it's law enforcement and magistrates. And I do get a lot of shit for that because some of these dumb fuck cops aren't actually cops. They're just criminals with badges, and they don't like to hear it, but they are. And I myself have been witness to people looking at someone else's work and using it for a bit, right? Like, oh, you're getting raided today. And then all of a sudden, everyone gets clapped up and there is no raid. And there is no evidence that is found because someone decided to act fucking and there's no way to stop them. So
God damn.
yeah. So
oh my God, speaking of
sorry,
cops,
excuse my language.
No, it's okay. You know, we all have to say every now and then.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
I'm sorry. The speaking of criminals with badges,
Yeah.
Carmine Carmine actually straight up threatened one of my cabinet members the other day. And there's a report about it.
Oh.
One of my cabinet members, Lucille Hellman, received a call threatening, and she made a report with Dark. So I don't know how that.
What,
Do I go to like an IA there, or how do I handle that?
No.
Is it just
Here's what I'm gonna do. You know, I want to kind of reiterate that we are still building. We don't have enough marshals.
Cool.
We don't,
Okay.
especially shift one. I'm interviewing someone who may be showing up today. Oh shit!
Okay.
Give me a sec. 1 sec. Okay. 1 second. He just told me he's under the weather. That works. Okay. Give me a second. SASM and quite frankly BCSO are handling the bulk of civilian complaints all the way to execution of things.
Awesome. Okay.
And so much so that I actually want to approach Angel and Frost soon to tie the knot a little bit further, as there's areas that we could use assistance in. Yeah, kind of like a yes.
Hitting it.
And but I'll say this: anytime any of you guys are threatened or whatever, the first thing I recommend you for the time being is write down a detailed account of what occurred. We have IAA. We are expanding. We are taking any complaint, whether it's from a civilian, whether it's from a criminal, whether from the government, whether it's a cop, whether it's a judge or whatever, on whoever it might be. Now, this is not to say that we would immediately take action, but it's extremely important we make note of it. Otherwise, we can't really do anything long term. Because if there's a pattern, now we can do something. Given the fact that Shift 1 does not have a lot of marshals, what I would recommend, like, write it down and then send me a note, and I will ensure that a marshal attends to it.
Awesome. I'll get the report number from her. I know she talked to Dark, but I don't know the report number. I'll get that for you. She's around right now, so I can get it.
Law enforcement can certainly take the report. Giving them a statement is ideal, and I'm going to tell you why. Corruption is so bad that people will sweep it on the rug. If you look at the docket, there's some fucking bullshit happening on there that's fucking gross to me. There is... You do not want to give it to an agency whose bosses may try to cover it up or use it to their own accord because they want to do a bit or use it against you. And so by providing a statement, right, it prevents that law enforcement officer from conveniently leaving out details because that is happening now, right? So if you tell me, if let's say someone, you went to someone and were like, this cop went and did X, Y, and Z, they intentionally removed some shit out.
Oh boy, okay.
Yeah.
I'll ask her for the report number and I'll FOIA it, and give it to her, see if he left anything out.
Yeah.
And then, because it was an LSPD officer, who knows?
Dark is pretty good about that. I don't see him doing something foolish, but it doesn't mean that that report isn't looked at and then you get targeted, right? Just I'm just being rather transparent, and I wish I was. Yeah. I wish this conversation was stirring.
Oh yeah. This is like, just me letting you be aware of actual things that could happen between the LSPD and us, because if they're threatening like this, I'm not sure what could actually happen, that kind of thing.
I will say there is active investigations for members of law enforcement, and we have 3 complaints ranging from the situation at your recent meeting to other recent situations as well. So definitely keep us in the loop. And don't text the complaint, just write it down. And hopefully soon, once I yoink Dakota, like he can help in that space as well.
That's fine. Yeah, he would be really good marshal.
He would be really good at that.
Yeah. I've been asking him for 5 weeks. He's now hanging out up here. He's starting to feel encouraged, and I need him. Like I'm the only marshal until another 2 hours, and then there's 8 to 10 on duty.
Yeah, he's really good. He's fully
call
aware
him
of everything
Malky.
that's been happening with us.
Call him Malky. He likes that a lot. Malky
does like
Nagodi.
that.
Call him Malky.
Call him Malky.
He's been present when we've found out nearly everything that's been going tits up in this fucking mayorship so far. I think he's been advising as well with certain things, so it's been great to have him highly back up, recommend. Maybe I can help be like, hey, do you want to be a marshal? Ooh. But yeah.
He's probably transferring. He already said he is.
Yes. I know there's many others that are interested, but they don't. They're awaiting right now.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, definitely. You know, we're doing our best to try to tackle so much right now.
Yeah. Wait. Okay. Full transparency. Would you, like, I don't mind having full transparency, and you guys have access to like our events and grants.
Sure.
Report document, because like, if you guys can see it just straight up, it might help if you guys want to check in. Like, why?
We could tell you if we have a concern. You know what I mean? That you may be unaware of.
Exactly, because then anything above 500K we have to vote on, so it's like it'll show our votes and everything, and I think we're gonna start handing out money this week because we found out like the amount that we're kind of hovering at is pretty okay, and we got some things coming that will hopefully bring us in more money. So we're starting to hand out small grants for like decorations probably soon this week.
I want to kind of poke at some things that, well, not poke at some things, but I'll let you know what's been going on our end. Both in terms of, so we had the prison break with 5 individuals, including 2 lifers. 2 I was able to negotiate with and get them to turn themselves in. There were members, I can't go into too much detail, but I had already put them on a hold previously, and I said, listen, if you want to fuck around and find out, by all means. They turned themselves in during the chase. So
what? Really?
Yeah, they immediately, they made up some bullshit, but I think they realized that it wasn't worth it. Lang I also forced his hand effectively without going into detail. I said, listen, dog, you want to go in for 11 and a half? He held the gun up to one of my marshals. I said, listen, if you think I ain't gonna fucking, you know, like farm your ass, and that's when the gun was put down. Subsequently, he got brought in. Yesterday, we were tipped off by the warden that there was a call she had received over at the fishing dock. Myself and Marshal Aldo went undercover pretending to be fishermen. He conversed with the individual while I stood by the fishing guy buying lures as I was texting 6 officers that were surrounding the area trying to get pause ID, leading to the 3 of us getting detained for a fishing license. And I started screaming at Maeve.
That's good.
Like in my Kekona voice, I was like, what do you mean we need a fucking fishing license? You know, I was more. So he never thought that we were anything but what we were saying. Hey, Angel, can I call you right back?
Yes, sure thing.
Awesome. Thank you.
Right.
And then all of a sudden he started running. We ran to the point, and then he pulled out a fucking class 2. He got mowed down, and it was so funny because when I walked up to him, like, he goes, you fucking rat, you fucking rat. He still thought I was, he thought I was a fucking random dude.
Please tell me this was duct tape.
It was duct tape. Yeah.
I hate him.
Yeah.
I hate him so much.
So, so now we just got Matthew Colby. So that was, and then we got faceless shit. I'm sure you may have been aware of state of emergency. Last Friday,
Oh, what happened? Yeah, I don't. All I know is that it happened. I don't know much about it.
So I'll let you know the public facing stuff. And some of this is going to be, put in the newspaper, but effectively some of the faceless assets have been trying to kidnap individuals. And without going into specifics, we had a 12-hour operation. Not even joking, 12 hours, nonstop, no stopping. Not a chase, but like a mix of everything. We were able to save some folks, and there is currently, oh man, how do I distill this one?
Are people still missing? Like,
people are always missing. I need to figure out how to distill this particular one, but I will say that the Faceless is currently actively kidnapping folks, pitting them against each other, all for their darkest desires, and unfortunately,
Kink thing.
Yeah, I was about to ask.
no, it's more like murder and you don't see him again type shit. So
That does sound like a kink thing.
yeah.
I don't think murder is that kink thing. That's just
No.
Everything's a kink. Everything's a kink.
I mean, there might be some kinkiness involved. I mean, I'm gonna be real. I mean,
He wears that mask.
listen, between us, I think
they're
some people are
gifts.
too addicted to that blue popsicle. You know what I mean? I mean, that shit must taste good. Yeah.
Don, did you just ask if that guy was a gimp?
Yes,
You
but
saw
what's
what
the
he was
blue
wearing?
popsicle?
Yeah, what's a blue popsicle?
Mr. Blue?
Yeah.
Oh, I understand. It took me a minute.
Penis. I got there. I'm with you. I'm in the room. All right, keep going.
Yeah. The financial stuff, obviously. Our anti-corruption case is almost over with the old marshals. So you might be seeing that show up in the papers and on the docket here soon.
Oh, boy, okay.
What else? Last couple folks that were in, from the murder case that occurred with New Babylon, we got 2 of them to turn themselves into us. Who would have thought talking to people, right? Instead of fucking shooting up the place. It's insane.
Yeah.
Like, it's quite literally, you just give them an option and they'll fucking turn themselves in. It's insane. But, it's been busy.
I know there's been some people angry on Twitter about their properties being locked down. I don't know if you guys have anything to do with that.
Oh, it was
one.
Miguel, but that's just
Yeah.
classic Miguel.
No.
This was yesterday. He was big mad.
Let me look at my list here.
I know they were pissed.
Ron Oil was set ablaze last week.
What?
Fire got put out.
Break Alex Ron, am I right?
Yeah, there is a big investigation of that we're tapping into to kind of understand the surroundings of it. I'm trying to dig up like old information. So if you know anyone,
Ron Oil? Jenny? I just added Jenny Hall to my cabinet members, so and I remember she was really involved in the oil.
She was
Jeb
the
oil.
Ron Oil. Yeah, she was the
Ooh.
CEO or the COO. Yeah.
I think we can.
Jenny.
If you want, we can get her to come and talk to you if you like.
yes, absolutely. I'd love to send a marshal her way. That
Yeah.
can
Was
kind
it
of
was it like the oil fields or the building?
the corporation, right? Who are they?
Oh.
What's their structure? What do we need to know about it? Who has access? Like, there's a lot of
I don't
stuff
know anything.
surrounding that without going into specifics.
We can just pull up. We can just pull up the business too and send that through to you.
Yeah, hold on. Let me see if there's
And list all the employees. If that would help.
Ooh, that would be hugely helpful.
Oh yeah, it's right here. There's
Anything
only
else
3
I got to bring
people,
up?
The owner, the CEO, and the COO.
Yes. So
But it just shows me the roles. It doesn't show me who's there.
It should list the clear the search for the members. Dawn?
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you can definitely talk to Jenny about this.
that would be okay. That is really good. Yeah, I will send a marshal her way. This is kind of like we have concerns their shit's being used for nefarious means, effectively.
Oh.
Yeah, and we're fully believe that they know nothing about it, but that's going to be a concern. I mean, like I said, I mean, these people had no problem setting the entire building on fire.
That's
You want me
crazy,
to
and
send
that's
this
a
to you
lot of
right
oil.
Yep.
I can send this to you right now if you'd like.
Ooh, yes, please. Yeah.
Hold on.
There is also a constitutional change that we've pushed up to the state, defining what the state is. We specifically,
yes,
the marshals have been having issues with conversations because people are like, what is the state? Does it even exist? And it's like kind of hard to talk about, even though they exist and they can delete us if they want to.
Yes,
So,
that's,
yeah.
People are so confused. They're like, the state, they don't exist. And I'm like,
yeah.
That's not true.
Yeah. And then there's...
Let me guess, it's either Pred or the DOJ giving you issues.
You know, you're not... Actually, you aren't far off. I had a good... They didn't want to initially, but I had to convince them that it doesn't make sense if it doesn't exist, because then I could just say they don't exist. And then what are you going to do? Right? Like...
People are so predictable because they just want to nitpick at everything and have like
exactly.
the last like.
Wait, you and I went through this already. Remember pre-sanguine when people wanted to take out the senators, and it's like, are you dumb? Like it's just punching God in the dick, I think is what I used to call it. Like it doesn't make any sense.
People are so predictable.
Yeah.
I sent that to all of you. Hold on. There you go. I sent it to everybody.
Well, that's good. Getting that changing because then people can stop like nitpicking.
It defines a framework which we can point at, so we don't get into like just unsolvable debate. Let's just call it. Okay. Ooh, someone's awake.
Yum. There's only 4 people in that company, by the way, Brian. So just sent you.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Yum. Jenny is one of them, so then she's definitely somebody that you can talk to.
I do plan on speaking with the DOJ and other things for defining declassification. For example, in this very conversation, I'm hesitating to. I'm the guy that can talk about shit in our records. Like my rest of my marshals can't really. I'd fire them for that.
Yeah.
But even I hesitate because there are certain things that are ongoing, but I do believe the public needs to know about. So there is likely to be some sort of a declassification legislation coming soon where the director can say, we are declassifying these files because we believe it's in the best interest of the public, right?
Yeah. It's so weird. I've had people calling me being like, do you know about the faceless? I'm like, why are you asking me this? Like, I had a lifer be like, what do you know about this faceless?
It's Air 1.
Air 1.
Oh, God damn it.
I thought it was Delta 1. I was getting my cat ready.
But yeah, a lifer called me the other day. His name was Blue, and then said, like, what do you know anything about the faceless? And I said, no. I know what's in the Chronicle, but that's about it. We haven't seen anything from them since that day, by the way. So
that's another thing I owe you guys. We just haven't had the time, so these conversations are a good like segue to that, where I kind of keep you up to date on what's happening currently, as opposed to trying to collate all these documents into something without the resources. So but
yeah, that makes sense. Chronicle's been my main source of information on that since they have so much. I'm not sure how safe those people are since they interviewed somebody who left it, I guess, in the most recent issue.
That's what I want to know is how do they know all of this stuff?
Some of it, well, that's kind of where, because they're asking for a lot from me too. And once again, I got to hit that. they want information, but information also means things don't get solved, right? And it's kind of the age-old investigations are so hard. People hide things. We're now dealing with people that are allowed to be. I had to take away access from certain people and agencies because things are leaking. Like Bruce. Like I'm telling you, the warrant went up, and within an hour, shit happened. Like, and we're never gonna know who or what because we don't even know who pulls open the reports. It's nasty work, right? And so, I'm going to try to do better to get that information out there, but the public needs to know these things. Otherwise, why would they care, right? So
yeah, exactly.
If you know anyone who wants to be a marshal, you know what I mean, or you guys get impeached, you know I am hiring.
you know, if that happens, I'll gladly come with to help. But I don't see any way that happening right now, unless I do something accidentally.
You know, Eve, the door's always open. You know what I mean?
She might. Please don't take her. Please, I need her. Please.
Brian, I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
Did Rizal give you the 100 million, or did Charles give you the 100 million?
I think they both gave me a chunk. I think it was like 50 mil and 100 mil, something like that.
Okay.
Yeah, and to be clear, that's the only way we get any money.
Oh no, it's fine. It's more. I've been on my phone this whole time going through this FOIA that I got from Falconer, and I'm trying to determine if the amount that I thought Charles had given out was actually a lot more than it was.
So we initially got. So SASM has not been funded for. They got cut off like about 4 months prior to me becoming director. And the moment I became director, I was like, guys, where's our money? And they're like, we don't have any.
Yeah.
And so pretty much every single marshal had to pay for things from their own budget. That didn't make any sense.
Which is very silly.
What I went.
No, I don't think it's. I'm not just sorry to be clear. I'm not saying it's not. I don't think it's a bad thing. I'm just trying to, because I'm trying to get a handle on what Charles has been doing, and I can't see Charles sending you guys any money. I only see Michael Rizal sending you guys money. And
well, it was Rizal. To be fair, Danger is willing to give us money. I've stopped him though for now, only because I owe him a breakdown of what we did. I think he offered us a 5 million bonuses for all to split between the marshals. I'm gonna be real.
Right.
Nobody in this department, and this is actually what I love about it, they're so crackhead on investigating that not once have they asked for money or been concerned about their pay, which is a huge night and day difference. Like, it's a sign that they're interested in the work.
Job.
Yes.
Oh, which is good. That's the kind of people we need doing this kind of stuff.
Yeah. And
Charles is trying to offer people millions of dollars to switch from BCSO to LSPD. I'm just spouting out information at this point. I'm sorry. I'm tired.
No, you're good. Look, any concern,
apparently.
even if it may not be criminal, is still something. I want to make sure that you guys have a marshal you can lean on. We have been discussing it. I know Aldo, I think, has been trying to spend time up there. Is that?
Cool.
And will start spending more time. He's around the corner, actually. He's right there. Have you met him?
Yeah, I've met him. Aldo talks to me.
Yum.
He's fantastic. I'm trying to convince him to go more full time. He's him, Ruth, Nakota would very much set a strong basis for this shift. Eve, whenever she retires from government, I ain't gonna steal her early, I promise.
Thank you.
But
thank you.
The city needs accountability and the government right now.
Believe me, that's... If I've learned anything in the first fucking few weeks of my mayorship, it's that nobody's got that in this fucking goddamn city at the moment. Well, they're all... Either people I think are afraid after the Spaler thing, and some are trying to, like, overcompensate, or people are still too comfortable with getting too much money and that kind of stuff, and I don't know. Everything's broke.
People expect that their existence means that they're owed millions of dollars.
Yes.
And
basically,
that same issue exists in the police department. BCSO has been good to maintain a standard, but that isn't true for the other. It may sound like I hate LSPD. I maybe I do a little bit. There is people have their jobs because people think that they're entitled to it, and that creates a very big conundrum, because that fundamentally means that there is no risk for the actions that you take. And that's not law enforcement, right? If you're harassed, if you're targeted, if they do something nasty, right, and there's no accountability attached, why would anyone stop, right? So, you doing, Jackson?
Howdy.
Hello.
Hello. How's everybody doing?
Pretty good. Not too bad. Thank you. I was just letting him know that you had mentioned to me that you want to spend some time up in Blaine, see what's going on over there. Wanted to give a chance for you to kind of better acquaint yourself.
Yeah,
you did say that to me, right, Aldo? Or am I?
Yeah, no, I told you then.
Okay.
Summers told me about the work they're doing with the past businesses. I was gonna offer to come up there. I think I already called her about it last week or something. I don't remember. I'm just waking up. You can't tell.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
We'd love to have you up there, and we can give you access to whatever the things that you might need.
Even to just help, because I think I told Eve that I think she said that you guys are just doing it like whenever you have spare time, transcribing the past businesses.
Basically.
So even if I just sat down and did that while y'all did your current stuff, helped you guys with that. That way it gets done quicker, and it helps everybody.
I did a ton this morning.
I saw. I haven't seen today, but I saw last night. I saw that there was a lot more too.
That was probably last night for you, but this morning for me.
Yeah.
I couldn't sleep.
I'm okay with the only way that you could have access to those would be to be hired on as a deputy mayor as well, I think.
The only issue the thing is, like, I have to keep on switching between the MDT and the tablet, and MDT. If somebody has the tablet open or the MDT open and I just have the tablet open, that
use your external MDT.
That's what I've been doing, but it's still like, I still have to go between the two.
That makes sense.
Because I have to look up profiles.
You might be able to convince IT to export it into JSON and then use a JSON to RTF translator.
You're saying so much words right now.
Like if
who's Jason?
If you ask,
who's Jason?
So there, if you, they may not be able to do it, but you should. Like, I imagine it wouldn't be difficult for IT to export all the business apps into something called JSON, JSON, and then if you Google JSON to RTF, that's the format that our MDT uses. You could.
I'm gonna be honest, I'd be on the same page as them. I'd be fucking doing it myself.
Yeah, because I think it's just easier for me.
Yeah, like, that works.
Because then I don't miss anything either going through.
Oh, true. That makes sense.
Yeah, but if I get tired, I can do it because it's 300 businesses and I'm almost at 50 now. Yippee!
One other topic that came up. This might reach your desk at some point. The warden really wanted me to deputize them for the escapees, and I said no. She seemed very down about it, but I could not. I'm not risking this department and people over it. It's. I tried to explain, like, listen, I am in future because we still need some of our marshals still need training as well, and we're developing a program for that, so they have better understanding of some core concepts when it comes to patrolling. But to take, the DOC and doing it, in their mind, they're just hunting a, escapee. But
Thank you.
in my mind and the public safety mind is, if they fuck up, right? They think there's Matthew Colby and it's someone else. That's going to turn into a shit show.
Oh, it would
right?
have gone so bad.
Yeah.
They would have.
So,
Yeah, I can definitely see a million ways that could have gone bad.
In future, and I don't mean in a month. I literally don't know what the timetable would look like. I would like to have the marshals really train up the DOC so they could even function as a secondary force. But we're nowhere near that. We don't have the resources for that at the moment, right?
No, you guys sound extremely busy.
Yeah, it's I know
the warden and some lifers approached me about lifer care packages, and that she also had another list that she wanted to discuss with me. But so far, only thing that they've mentioned is lifer care packages.
Lifer, what is that?
Lifer care packages. It's like bringing a bunch of like plushies and like a few combos from different businesses in the north, probably. But like that DOC check it before it goes in kind of thing. It used to happen a long time ago, I know.
So like ways to show appreciation for them type shit?
Yeah, or like if like the warden can choose to give them their package if they've been on good behavior recently or something, and we could ask northern businesses to contribute to it if they wanted to. But like everything gets very much searched before it's even handed over.
Oh, yeah. I would love to see that. You know,
Yeah.
I think DOC may feel a little, and I get it. They may feel like they don't know what their place is, because even when shit happens in the prison, local PD will just take over.
Yeah, for sure.
And I get it, right? But, and I've tried to have the wardens back on this. It's just a very tough battle. Even though legally they have precedence, they have to fight back legally.
Oh, 100%.
And absent that, you know, they're going to get walked all over. And I know it sucks. And we should be going in there and notifying them. But, you know, without them, you know, putting their feet down, right? Like really standing on business. Like, I just don't know how that's going to change. I don't know.
I think Yui has to find more of her voice in that sense. A little bit. I don't know.
But
I still need to do a full-on talk with her to full-on get the view of the situation. Uh-oh.
Well,
Why are all
anyways.
the judges twatting out?
Because they're probably suckle-jacking. Sorry.
Oh, no.
Oh, it's about the expungement hearing that's happening, I think.
Oh, a little update on the scrap situation. Scraps is back fully in the hands of Blaine County.
Ooh, okay.
One of the last people to approve things at $10 was Charles Danger.
Yeah, he's completely blacklisted.
So transparently as well, our new financial team that's kind of slowly building up. I have asked that they review the past scraps stuff. This doesn't mean that those people are going to get in trouble, right? Like, once again, this isn't, you know, it's to understand historically what has occurred and if there was wrongdoing, embezzlement, any number of things. It doesn't mean action will be taken, but we need to at least get a grasp of, you know, the
I think
historicity.
That's needed. Yeah, I think that's definitely needed with some of the stuff that we uncovered. It's not even necessarily the fault of the people that requesting the items for their businesses. It's the fault of the people that approved it. It's fucking $10 or $7 per, or even $1.
Yeah.
But yeah,
there's another issue too, which is, look, I don't know too much about this, but you know, My understanding is sometimes that scraps gets hacked and illicit things might make their way through. But
Yeah, we have no
now
control over that.
there may be no hacking, and there might be people approving things. We don't know where the line begins and ends, and that's another thing we want to get a sense of, because there are things that you will find even in this Bruce Baylor raid that might be exceptionally eyebrow raising.
Oh God. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
the most that we've been dealing with is either people approving AI bullshit or not understanding why approving their shit at very low amount of money is bad. But it turns out they just blamed it on the fact that they were trained for
Very
one
poorly,
item.
or got no training at all, which is so concerning.
But
all right.
yeah, some people were very upset that we took away their ability to approve scraps things.
They were like, we can't function as a business now because we can't make things.
Yeah.
You know what it reminds me of? Like the OG factory someone brought up, and it's like there's
we were asked to bring it back, but it's not.
I will say, you know, I presume, you know, even scraps, it's in its, you know, initial conception was probably very similar to bring value to everyone, but once, you know, anyways, I don't know.
Yeah.
No one should be entitled to everything, right?
No.
Otherwise, then no one can have anything because it becomes
Especially,
a monopoly.
like, there's a bunch of people whose jobs it is to approve things and to work within legislation and stuff.
Yeah.
And they're now saying that they can't function as a business if they don't have the ability to approve stuff, when, like, that's our job. We're happy to do it.
In the end, they did understand that they could function without scraps, though. I will say that we did have a talk with them. But at first they were very much saying that they would rather function that way, if not could not function without it.
And mind you, these are the people who have 150 items for that they have made. I don't think
Jesus
to make more.
You tell me 150 different ones?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Oh my God.
And this is including stuff they... hold on. Well, they get 5K per person, and then on top of that, they got 2K per food item, making over 1.2 million. And then
Non-profit, by the way.
Non-profit. They got grants for vehicles, and they
grants for parking spaces.
$2 million, I think. Yeah.
And then they also.
So they're non-profit. Where'd all the money go?
That's what I'm asking.
Don't know.
Giving it back to charity?
That's what I thought. I thought they might have been sending it back to like conservation within the government kind of thing. But I don't think that's happening.
To be fair, I really like.
But they do good work though, so it's like I don't know. I don't know. It's like a good thing. And I don't want to ruin a good thing, but I certainly am raising my eyebrows at a lot of things.
And I know what you're.
Showed you the jungle.
Yeah,
book.
and I'm with you, right? And it's the same position the marshals have, right? It's we're going to investigate things. We're going to be pulling people in, but it doesn't mean we want to destroy their lives, right? Especially if some of their actions may have been done without them realizing. Like, who's to say that, you know, a mayor or whatever wasn't just like, oh yeah, we'll press all these buttons for you. Of course you can do this. Of course you can have $10 million. And as far as they know, they weren't acting in, say, bad faith, right?
No,
and
negligence.
Yes, exactly that, right?
Not everything is malicious.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
so,
I mean, I do think there's a point where some things get so negligent that something has to be done.
Yes.
100%.
But you know, not every case is like that.
Exactly.
Yep.
Just wish more people would understand that businesses also have expenses that they need to pay.
Yes, absolutely.
That's part of business.
There's a lot of Bruce Baylors, but not everyone's Bruce Baylor, you know?
I haven't even told not this, but I saw a grant last night that somebody asked. They said that they needed $1 million of their grant
Yep.
for paying a salary.
Yep.
for an
my God.
employee salary for salary. And the first thing I thought of was, how the fuck are you asking for a grant for a salary?
Yep. Hold on. I'm trying to. Where's the book that he gave me last night? So a fella made a book for a business grant proposal last night. I just wanted to show you what it looks like. He fucking handed me $3. Which one is it? It's this one. Hold on. Take a look at that. And I'll explain what they wanted for each part. And I told him I'd only be paying for decorations, but that's take a look at that. See if that number makes sense.
Materials and computer parts. Total amount spent 1.2 million. So we're requesting a 2 million grant.
Hello? The other 800 grand? Question mark?
Oh my God. It kind of goes back to the beginning of where this conversation started, which is things have been left with zero oversight, going all the way down to zoning, to these grants going out, to hyperinflation of real estate, to the point that civilians, which are so hard to find nowadays, have very little means to exist.
Oh,
And
yeah. 100%.
Between the pressure of the marshals coming in, and I do think, you know, legislative change, some of these places could start opening back up to folks that may not to, like, I don't think it's unreasonable, as an example, that like one of the properties on Strawberry Avenue, they're listed for like 700,000, right? If let's say, you know, you want to have a flower business in the same building as a candy shop that costs 700,000 and maybe, you know, I don't know, 20,000, like, you know, in electricity bills, I can imagine the county paying for some of that, right? Their utilities, because it's adding value to the county. And them being able to exist because they're quite frankly a functioning business, and there's no reason not to have record, because you can do your sales on the tablet. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like
Everything.
It's there's already ways to validate a business functioning.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
that's why we're asking everybody for proofs of transactions.
Yeah. I mean, not every gang needs 8 buildings to spread all their shit around. Like, that's a choice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. But hopefully it's better from now on. Hopefully we can get a good handle.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, hey, I know I took up a bunch of y'all's time. Do not hesitate to contact me, and, you know, if you ever have any questions.
Okay.
Definitely will be.
And please send any complaints to, I'd say Aldo for now, like probably via a document and not via text, so the archivist doesn't see it.
Put
And
it in a book.
Okay.
yes.
Can I continue to send cat pictures via text message so the archivist can see it?
Sure.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
Aldo, I'm gonna need your
sure.
phone number. I'm gonna need your phone number, Aldo.
Aldo, I've let them know that they've been having moments where they're being threatened, this, that, and the third, and I recommended they write a statement, you know, the moment it happens or as soon as it does, and forward it to a marshal so that it doesn't,
100%.
you know,
I
get used
already have
against
one.
them.
Just to give to you. Hold on. Let me get the report number from my cabinet member. Hold on. I'll call her real quick.
Okay, while she's doing that, you keep talking about flowers, Brian. So here's some flowers for you from my
Ooh,
business.
thank
and
you.
Aldo, here's some flowers for you from my business.
I'm gonna just take this real
you.
quick. Hey, Riker.
Hey, we're doing a raid on Forehead right now. I found a SIM card inside his property. You want this taking an investigation on for now?
Yes, 100%.
All right. Got it. I'll give you a call
I
when we get
would
out.
treat it as a part of it. I'd make note of the SIM, and we'll get a subpoena written. I could even have like Ruth cook one up,
Should I leave the SIM card physically here? Because I don't actually need the SIM card, right? I can just put a subpoena on it. I can just take a picture of the SIM.
You should take it into... You can seize it with the intent of giving it back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just investigational hold.
Yes, and just make note, like, you know, if there's things, you just make note that is to be given back to him.
Yeah.
You know?
Sounds good. Thank you.
Yep, absolutely. You take care.
I don't really have a vase.
Well, then, you know, stick them in a sink or something.
Ooh, we can put them at the reception desk.
There we go.
All right.
How's your admin search going, Brian?
I already have your phone number and I've already sent you a message.
I have some people apply, but I've yet to schedule something. I need to. I have to. It's just such a cautious choice, right? Because.
Yeah, you're trusting somebody with a lot of information.
Yeah, like, so I hired, like, even when it comes to, like, our mechanic, like, I need to, like, really know them because, listen, in a perfect world, if I was established, I'd be open to taking risks, but there's so much shit happening that, like, someone deciding, I'm going to be a corrupt receptionist, like, is not, it's too much to take on right now. Like,
I'm sure the right person will come along soon.
Eventually. Well, like, you know, one day, Eve, you know, hopefully you become a marshal, you know, shift one financier, like overseer of all paperwork. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Maybe one day.
Yeah.
Just impeach Dawn, then I'll come back.
Do what?
If you were shift one, we'd overlap. See, I'm shift one. If I ever go full time, I'm going back to my old schedule. My old schedule was I was getting up at 10 a.m.
Oh my God. Although that'd be fucking sick.
That's only if I go full time, though.
We have a Canadian guy coming in, ideally tomorrow, if you're able to be around. He's going to be in the mornings and then in the evenings. He's
that the,
very
the
Canadian.
hockey player you showed?
Yes. Yeah.
Why'd you have to say Canadian guy?
Yeah,
He's
Canadian.
Exceptionally Canadian.
Like how so?
He's not kidding. He is very Canadian. I watched
Talk about poutine, poutine.
Every sentence is about Canada somehow.
About.
Yeah.
Yeah. Canada's a pretty cool place, I'm not gonna lie.
He's like a Mountie as well.
RCMP.
Yeah, something like that.
They ride horses real good.
Brian, you said Coyote is also doing like the financing stuff. Would he be interested? Brian, check your shared reports. I shared the document I'm working on with you. Would he be interested in this document too? I don't know if Aldo and him are working on the
yes,
same thing.
I'd say.
Yeah, I was gonna bring it up to him and actually ask if he wanted this.
I'd say that and
Springfield.
Springfield is overseeing it.
Springfield 100% wants it. I brought it up to Springfield.
Actively working on something, I can skip my order and just go and do the people who like you're actively looking at, like at a discretion, right? Like I won't share it.
Lucy,
Yeah, I would. Back? I'd say Springfield, Aldo, and Coyote. With Springfield and Aldo kind of being at the top because Coyote's still learning, right? And so.
And then if you guys are actively looking at people, I can just go through that because like the important thing about the app too, it lists all of the employees as well, which is great.
Yes. You know what else probably should be done? I'm gonna keep it a buck. There should be, not only should there be auditing, right?
Yes.
But that audit should result in a business getting terminated if it isn't functioning. Those are stated. Those are accounts that are potentially clean, like dead. Like you know what I mean?
Yes.
I also think auditing inherently. I feel like people get so cramped up when they hear the word auditing, but auditing doesn't necessarily mean that you have to do anything every single time, right?
Yeah.
Case by case.
I mean, there's people who are deceased who are holding on to businesses and those locations that are quote unquote theirs. because it's listed on the business app. So, like, what happens to that, right? There's like a big thing that I'll probably talk to you about, Aldo. It's about Lumberco, because the guy who owned Lumberco is dead. He's the only person who's on the business, but I'm pretty sure people are still operating the business. And
I've
I don't
seen
think
it.
they
Yeah,
have
it's on Twitter.
I don't think they have a business license.
Feel like that business would just shut down then, no?
Yes, exactly. Or they need to, reapply.
Yeah.
Because they don't have that business anymore.
I mean, quite frankly, I feel like you should have to file every 30 days a record, right? I also don't think it's foolish for businesses to be required to pay some percentage of their... I don't know why, like, it's so easy to do a tax form. You just fucking export that shit and say, boom, boom. You know what I mean? And if someone's not providing those records, like, they don't exist, right? Or there's something sussy, right?
Yeah.
So, anyways,
I do agree.
be crazy if the IRS was a thing, you know?
IRS tried to be a thing at one point. Wasn't there a judge that tried to do it a long time ago?
Oh, and then Nino Chavez happened.
I don't remember.
Yeah, what's his name?
Long
Then there was the Chavez
hat.
Tax Act or whatever.
Something like that.
I'm being honest. I'm not a big fan of taxes.
No?
No.
Oh, so you know how,
Me
how
neither.
fishing and hunting licenses were just reissued? Why can't business licenses just be reissued?
Yeah,
and that's more money
that
for
is
the
something
towns?
I wholeheartedly agree with.
Yeah,
Like,
renewals.
if you're active, you would ask for it again.
100%.
Oh, wait.
Yes.
That might be something that we could do.
Yes, because
I
that would
personally
make
believe
money.
there should be some sort of the fact there's no charges around business licenses either is crazy to me. But I believe that is there now? Because last time I looked it up, I couldn't find it.
He means like bad charges, Veronica, not like
I thought you meant the charge to get
not
a
the
business
initial
license.
charge.
Oh,
yeah.
he means a legal
like
charge.
criminal
I see.
charge.
There's
There's no criminal charge for operating a business without any proper licensing or anything like that. Which I personally think there should be. I 100% agree with you, Eve. There should be, every 30 days or every 60 days renewing your business license.
We can 100%.
We can work on that.
Yeah. That's something that's 100% doable within our right.
Then you can very easily combat that with, like, if you don't renew your business license,
yeah, the
business will be shut down, and then these people with the dead men and dead women owning their businesses have to update their shit or get shut down.
I'm finding a lot of properties who are they're like, yeah, my business is being operated out of this property. Then I look up the property; it's not even owned by them anymore or anybody associated by them.
You know what? I love this. It's crazy, but we can solve this.
I also think so.
Yeah.
100%.
It's 100%
This is what
solvable.
I'm literally most passionate about.
Oh my god.
I'm learning.
Oh, son of a
Um,
fuck.
I have I have to step away here soon to meet up with the undersheriff, and
yeah, I'd have stuff to do too. Sorry, I just remembered.
No, y'all are good.
Check your texts. Check your text message.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I did send you a picture about the list. Also, although Lucy said, Lucy said that she'll send me the info from the Carmine threats thing. She also said that he's been ocean dumping people. So.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. This is Lucille Hellman. She's on my cabinet. She's babysitting at the moment.
Oh my god.
But yeah, apparently Carmine did threats, and Richard Dark took down the report from her, but she's got notes in the 911 that she sent as well.
Who's keeping ocean dumping?
Reed.
Oh.
So it's kind of understandable, but also the fact that Carmine is doing it's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Kind of crazy.
We are definitely trying to keep as close watch as we can.
Yeah.
You know.
Okay, it's good to know.
Yep.
But yeah, I'll get that to you guys as soon as I can. I'll probably get it tomorrow.
Absolutely.
Sounds good.
All right. Hell yeah.
Although call me when you wanna
Yeah,
go over
let
the
me.
stuff after you've
Yeah.
introduced your longtime
Yes.
friend?
Yes. I think Chapman's gonna be around 9 if you want to meet him.
Wait, really? Let's go.
Yes.
Let's
I don't
fucking
think he's
go.
around this second, but
he's
he
not
should be
here
around
now.
in like the next 15, 20.
Okay,
He was having
easy.
some problem last time he was around that he couldn't
All right.
speak to anybody. and
Last
he
I
thought it
heard,
was a
he's just getting
permanent-
high all
He
the
was
time.
nervous.
Is that
He was
gonna be a
And
big?
he was
nervous.
thought it was a permanent issue, but I helped him and he managed to
Okay.
find a solution. So
All right.
Oh, you help
Fuck
his
yeah.
anxiety.
All right.
Yeah.
All right,
I
all right.
am.
Bye, guys.
I'm gonna call.
all right, you guys, I'll call.
Have a good
yeah,
one.
Eve, I'll
Good
call
to see
you.
y'all.
Bye, Professor. Bye, Aldo.
Bye,
Yeah.
Professor. Bye, Aldo.
Bye, Professor.
Oh, you want to see something as well that
Yeah.
I worked on last night?
Sure.
You know that board, the KTV board?
Mm-hmm.
I like fully updated it.
Ooh.
Here, let me get a picture of it.
I've heard good things about this guy. I